Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat here today with my first South Park video of the season. The name for the most new episode, the South Park Season 26, Episode 1, has been announced earlier today by Comedy Central, and it will be called Cupid Ye. Now, of course, this will be the one episode that airs before Valentine's Day, so not a surprise it's going to be Valentine's Day themed. And also, Ye is almost certainly in reference to Kanye West, who had a very eventful off-season. So, of course, and since he has been an occasional character in the show, with the Fish Sticks episode and the Hobbit episode, it's not going to be surprising that the show is going to lampoon him in this episode. But the little blurb that they give us for this episode on the website, on the Comedy Central website, was Cartman is jealous of the friendship that's developed between Kyle and Tolkien and decides to do something about it. If you recall from last season, it was revealed that Token, or the person we believe to have been named Token, was actually named Tolkien because his father was a diehard Lord of the Rings fan, and J.R.R. Tolkien being the writer of those books. That was a little reveal we got. And again, and if you remember, we also have Tolkien lives now out in a farm right next to Randy's farm, next to Tegrity Farms, because his father now operates Credigree Farms. And one little good tidbit about this blurb is that Tegrity Farms is not mentioned here. I was one of the few people, I think, that defended Tegrity Farms longer than most other people did. But at this point, I'm just kind of fed up with it too. It ultimately just ends up being the same little handful of jokes, and I'm happy at the very least, this episode it will not be front and center. So we might get a little bit of Credigree Farms with Tolkien being mentioned. Interesting to see the dynamic there. And again, they give us a little clip too, preview clip, and the clip is basically just Clyde and the kid with diabetes. I can't immediately think of his name right now. Like talking to Kyle, be like, "Hey, do you control Hollywood?" And Kyle's like, "I'm not going to entertain that." Talking about the stereotype that Jews run Hollywood. And he's like, "I'm not going to entertain that." And then Clyde's like, after Kyle leaves, like, "Well, he must totally control Hollywood." So not much, and nothing to really necessarily do with the main plot at hand that we were given. It'd be interesting to see what the B plot of this is. And again, and if you remember, Tolkien has a little history of Valentine's Day episodes. If you remember, some years back, you had the episode where Cartman set him together with the only other black female girl in class, Nicole. I remember, if I recall, it was a really good episode in my opinion. So it'd be interesting to see how good this episode ends. And let's see if South Park, which I thought had kind of an okay season last year, starts out on the right foot. Once again, this Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, Comedy Central, South Park debuts season 26 with Cupid Ye. So what do you guys think? Leave your comments and your opinions down below. I'm the Super Orange Cat, and that is all.